Aloha everybody, I'm Alika Lifty, and what's that? Just cresting the waves? Crisp across the horizon, it's tropical weather, our seasonal blend from Onyx Coffee Lab, a blend of both a washed and a natural, celebrating coffees processed in Ethiopia. We have half of a washed processed coffee that gives us delicate florals and tea notes, and then we hit it off with a natural sun-dried coffee that brings these punchy fruit flavors and rich body or texture to our coffee. So we have an excellent summer drinking coffee, something to sip on by the pool or the beach or on a hot Arkansas summer day. We are going to get those tropical notes, those delicate floral notes, in addition to that rich body. We're going to get a really nice coffee that is going to treat a lot of brew methods really well. At Onyx, you probably, if you've had this coffee before, remember that we used the V60 last year as well. It's a really fun coffee to brew. And we hope to keep this same flavor profile as we transition in and work through these Ethiopian lots, but we hope to keep the same flavor profile. So we're gonna brew some tropical weather. We're gonna use the Hario V60, and let's get going. I have 16 grams of my tropical weather grounds, medium fine. This was 19 clicks on my Comandante C40. This will be about 10 on your Baratza Encore. And we're gonna be brewing with 250 milliliters of hot water in our Hario V60. All right, first things first, let's wet this paper filter. You can always use hot water for that extra briny note. Just give it a little dunk in your salt water. This really gives us that beach flavor, adding a little bit of brine, a little bit of sea spray to our excellent tropical vibes. Go ahead and dose in your coffee. Disclaimer, please don't actually dunk your filter in salt water if you plan on drinking it. But we like to have fun here. Get our scale ready to go. Got it zeroed. You can extend this ratio a little bit as well, so go up to 266 to 270 if you like a little bit more delicate. I really want this acidity to pop, bring out a little bit more citrus tropical notes in addition to what we're going to get from this coffee. So I have got my 15 grams of coffee. My timer's ready to go. My water's hot. We're sitting just off boil. I'm at about 210 degrees Fahrenheit. And let's get brewing. First things first, I'm just gonna bloom my coffee. I'm gonna go up to 50 grams total, trying to pour very lightly, saturating all of my grounds. And we're gonna let it do its thing for 30 seconds. Then at 30 seconds, I'm gonna punch this heavy in the middle and bring this all the way up to 150 grams total. We're getting that delicious sea spray aroma, like you've got some fresh juices right there on the beach. Heavy middle pours. Bring this flow rate up. We're gonna drain through. We're getting all that acidity at this point from the exterior edges of our grounds. Let it do its thing. Here in a minute, I'm gonna punch it in the middle again, but spiral out and touch all the coffee, finishing off at 200 grams total. So I've got a nice little crust formed from that break. Boom. Touch all the coffee. Finish it at 200 grams total. Now I've got one more pour left. This is going to finish me off at 250. But like I said, if you want more delicate notes, then finish up to that 260, 266 range, even up to 270. You're going to be all right. Like I said, want to accentuate that acidity and sweetness. And so here at a minute and a half, I'm going to punch it in the middle, finishing off at 250. Boom. Let it do its thing. There we go. If we grind too coarse, let this drain super fast, we're going to get a very tart cup of coffee, and it's going to be really weak, too delicate. If we grind too fine and it just drains super slow, then we're going to get this black tea note that covers up both the sweetness and those fruit flavors. It's not bad if we drain a little bit too long, but so there's a wider range of long brew time that it's still going to taste good than there is on the short side. So I would err on the side of grinding more fine versus more coarse if you are doing a different grinder than what I've recommended here. Otherwise, when we drain in a balanced time, we have a balanced cup of coffee, we're going to get a little bit of citrus. We're going to get some mixed berry. We're going to find plum, sweet tea, and raw honey. So a sweet, berry-filled tropical cup. We've got ourselves a nice little base, excellent as an iced coffee. If you wanted to cut 40% of our water and trade it in for 40% volume of ice and grind more finely, you're gonna get a nice cup of coffee. All right. That smells really stinking good. What you get from blending a washed and a natural coffee that you don't get from a honey process is both of those extremes. A honey process in general, if we took these same coffees and just had a honey process, even from the same region, same farm, we're just not going to get both of those extremes. We're going to get something there in the middle. But by combining both of these aspects, we get, well, both of those things instead of something that is neither washed or natural. We get both, which is really, really fun. It gives us a lot of versatility with this blend. And because of the ratio that we're using, you're going to find a lot of consistency however you choose to brew it. Delicious. Serve and enjoy.